All right, good evening, guys. Really super excited to show you the launch of the scorecard, which is live. A lot of users have already used it to build stunning resumes, and I'm showing you one example of a user. Now, this is a real resume of a candidate who did his MTech from IIT, after which he worked in IBM and then he worked in Autodesk. Okay. So let's quickly see. Now, this seems like a good enough resume. This has been uploaded by the user and it's automatically converted into this format. And then if you see, I can just click on the scorecard tab and I see that this is a 75 scored resume and a host of suggestions are there for the user. They have been classified by how complete the resume is, does it have impact and depth, and is it easy to read? So now how do I improve the score? I could just follow the suggestions here and it will automatically open up the relevant section. It's a Grammarly, right? So the moment I come to the particulars, I immediately see the first suggestion is use your full name. So I missed out on the last name. So the moment I put Kumar, it's going to update the score and it's going to also remove the suggestion because it's already been done. Okay. Second, so a state, you could follow that, or you could just add additional links. So, like I said, adding a GitHub profile or a LinkedIn profile improves the chances you're called for an interview, right? So I could just add my GitHub profile, and the moment I press the save button, once again, what's going to happen is it's going to update the score and the suggestion will move away. Okay, let's quickly move to the summary. Huh. Now, this is where this guy went horribly wrong. Remember, I've already said a summary needs to be concise, crisp. Look at the tutorial, the course, if you've still not seen it. This needs to become half. It's too big. There are too many keywords. So that's what the suggestion is. It's too long. So the moment you delete some part of it and you press the save button, once again, it's going to improve your score and it's going to say that the resume summary is the right length. Remember, all this is being driven by AI. So if you find that it has made your resume good, and because I think we have put the skills right, it's not giving any more suggestions. But if you it was a very fluffy summary with no proof, it would also say the impact score is very little. Okay, moving over to skills. Okay. Do you see there's a bunch of skills with no classification, which looks like this on the resume? It's a jungle. So what is the suggestion? Please classify it. So the moment you add a bucket, you could call it, say, languages, okay? And the other bucket could be software. Okay. The moment you do this, you press the save button, the engine is going to start working. It's going to identify that, okay, this guy has made buckets, so he is going to increase your score. I leave the task of transferring the skills to you, but have it as buckets. Fantastic. Remember, we just went from 75 to 84 by following the suggestions. You're improving the score, you're making your resume more powerful. Now, this is the work experience. And as you can see, there's a bunch of suggestions here. Consider highlighting the critical information, which makes it easy for the HR to find. Remember, I told you you want to add a number to quantify your previous experience. So I just want you to click on it. It will open up the part where it is and so, for example, work with software development and testing team members. How many, right? You want to change this to supervised 20 engineers. Okay. The moment you do this and you save it, it's going to once again start working. Okay. The score might not improve yet because there are a lot of suggestions. But as you start working on these suggestions, you will find the score improve further. So do the same thing for all the other sections. Now, this guy has added the hobbies. You know how I feel about an hobby like exploring distant lands. Like, I have no one to comment, but this will not impact your score. And I have not even created a negative impact, but it should. I mean, if you have a hobby like this, getting lost in a good book, for me, your score automatically comes down to 74. But I've not done that. So go ahead, have a lot of fun, play around with this, get your resume score above 90, and you're guaranteed that it's going to be a good one. Okay. I hope you have also used the job match score. So I've already pre-saved a software development engineering role because this is what this guy is applying for. So the moment I copy this and I paste it on the job description, the job title is a software development engineer. That's an SDE, right? And you could just say Amazon. You can also copy the mission statement if you want, not necessary. Quickly press the update button. It will give you the match rate between your resume and this job description. It will show you that the word databases appears in the job description, but you have not mentioned it anywhere in the resume, which makes it unlikely that this resume will beat the ATS. Okay. Similarly, a skill like J2EE, it's in purple. Why? It's there on your resume. It's not required in the JD. So you might want to consider removing it, shortening. So I'll give you an example of how this works, right? So look at the word API. Okay. The API is there in the JD, but it is not there in your resume. So what can you do? Anywhere on your resume, you want this word to appear. So let me just show you a quick example. So on the skills, you want to add an API, right? So for example, REST is a very famous API. So you want to show that you know REST API. And the moment you do this, you come back to your job match and you update, you will suddenly see the score increase. So from 69, it became a 70, and it showed that, okay, now the API is there in your resume. So if you just follow these simple instructions, you will be able to improve the match rate. And a match rate of 80 plus is considered extremely good. And you now have a great resume, which is 90 plus on the score and 80 plus on the match rate. You can preview it finally to check it's in one page. It looks very clean. It looks very nice. Download it, apply, and I am very, very confident that you will be able to land 3x more interview calls like so many of the other job seekers on Ureify. Yeah, wishing you all the best. Have a lot of fun with this. And if there is any feedback, just reach out to me. I would love to incorporate more changes. Take care. Bye.